Nearly 50 members of the 104th Fighter Wing will say their final goodbye this week to their friend.
Lieutenant Colonel Morris "Moose" Fontenot Jr. 22 News reporter Kait Walsh is live in Colorado tonight, where the funeral will be held on Friday.
We just arrived in Denver and we're on our way to Colorado Springs. That's where the Air Force Academy is, and that's where Lieutenant Colonel Morris "Moose" Fontenot Jr. will be laid to rest on Friday, and we will be there for that. We begin our coverage of his final farewell with a look back at the tragic day of his death.
It's not a common occurrence to have an F-15 crash.
On the morning of Wednesday, August 27th, members of the 104th Fighter Wing lost a hero.
The 104th is like a family, and it's a big part of the greater Westfield community.
Early that morning, a pilot took off from Barnes Air National Guard Base in Westfield, headed to New Orleans Naval Air Station for a system upgrade to his F-15C Eagle fighter jet. But just after 9, he radioed in an onboard mechanical problem. Contact was lost. Black smoke was seen billowing from a wooded part of western Virginia.
There's a good chance he does not have his radio on him. A normal ejection procedures for over wooded area is to release your survival equipment so you don't get caught up in the trees. So that is a high probability of that possibly happening.
A search and rescue team, including more than a dozen members of the 104th, spent hours trying to reach that remote crash site.
I think we all held out hope to the very last minute.
32 hours after the crash was reported, the pilot's body was found.
We just found evidence that there was not, that the ejection seat was with the aircraft.
The pilot was identified as Lieutenant Colonel Morris Fontenot Jr. His friends and family called him Moose.
Folks are learning firsthand of the loss that we've had. And ultimately what we're trying to do is take care of each other, take care of the families.
Moose had more than 17 years of experience flying F-15s and served as a squadron commander at many Air Force bases. Investigators still aren't sure why he was not able to eject from that plane. Stay with 22 News as we bring you on this journey of the 104th Fighter Wing saying a final farewell to their good friend, Moose. Live in Denver, Colorado, Kait Walsh, 22 News.